There are moments in life so quiet you almost miss them. And then one day you realize the silence has become permanent. This is about the words we swallow, the ones that sit heavy in our chests until it's almost too late. It wasn't a dramatic movie scene. No rain, no airport, no slow motion run down a hallway. It was a Tuesday, a regular, unremarkable Tuesday, when someone I loved was sitting across from me and I was talking about the weather like an absolute coward. See, we treat "I love you" like it's a grenade we hold the pin so tight our knuckles go white, convinced that saying it first will somehow detonate everything. But the real explosion happens in the silence, slowly, invisibly, the way a house rots from the inside before anyone notices the floor is gone. The catalyst was a phone call. One of those "you should come soon" calls that doctors give family members in that carefully neutral voice that says everything without saying anything. Suddenly, every petty reason I had for holding back pride, fear, timing looked ridiculous, like arguing about the decor on a sinking ship. Here's a psychology nobody talks about. We confuse vulnerability with weakness so thoroughly that we'd rather lose someone than risk looking foolish in front of them. We run elaborate cost-benefit analyses in our heads, as if love were a spreadsheet and the downside of rejection outweighs the upside of connection. So I went. I walked in and I said it not perfectly, not poetically. I think I actually prefaced it with, "Okay, so this is gonna sound weird," which truly is not the romantic opening anyone rehearses. But I said it, and the room got very still in the way rooms only get when something real has just happened in them. The response wasn't what movies prepare you for. There was no swelling orchestra, no tearful embrace frozen in golden light. There was just a long exhale, a smile, and the words, "I wondered when you were finally going to say that," which is simultaneously the most relieving and most humbling sentence a human being can hear. Here's the irony that hits you right after. All that time you spent protecting yourself from the vulnerability of saying it, the other person already knew, already felt it, and was just quietly waiting for you to catch up. You were guarding a secret that wasn't even a secret, just a formality neither of you had signed yet. Historically, and yes, people study this deathbed regret research, consistently shows that what people mourn is not what they said, but what they didn't. The words they edited, the feelings they tabled for a better moment that never came. It's one of the most replicated findings in human psychology, and yet we collectively ignore it every single day, like it's fine print we didn't read. The misconception worth demolishing is that saying "I love you" gives the other person power over you. What it actually does is release you from the exhausting performance of pretending you don't, which, if you've ever tried it, takes an enormous amount of energy that you could spend on literally anything else. The practical lesson here is not to wait for perfect conditions, because perfect conditions are a myth invented by people who are scared, which is all of us, by the way. Moderate the risk, yes, but understand that the regret of silence compounds daily, while the regret of honesty, even if it goes sideways, at least has an expiration date. That moment changed something structural in me. Not just emotionally, but strategically. I stopped treating love like a position I needed perfect timing to enter, and started treating it like a discipline, something you practice consistently rather than deploy dramatically. The process matters more than the performance, and consistency matters more than conviction. Philosophically, what we're really talking about is the difference between living a life you curated for safety and living one you actually inhabited fully. Discipline in love looks like showing up with your words before the window closes. Not because it's comfortable, but because you've decided that comfort is a poor substitute for meaning. And here's the part I can genuinely say I'm at peace with, even if that conversation had gone differently. Even if the answer had been silence or hesitation, I would have been okay, because I finally chose the version of myself who says the thing, rather than the one who writes the eulogy for the unsaid. If you like what we do here, subscribe and check out all our other topics.